Hey everybody, I see here a couple of quick things. This one goes out to Governor Kathy Hochul, New York State, of which I am a resident. Lady, who the hell are you to say that I'm a Nazi or I'm uneducated? I'm a fool for supporting President Trump. I know about you, Governor Kathy Hochul, who was removed from the town of Hamburg council, and rumor has it, I don't know the facts yet, but you were just a radical psycho and they didn't want you. So let's get that out of the way. Number two, Kathy Hochul, Proposition 1, is a disaster for New York State residents because it does support abortions, which is stupid. It should be the very last thing a woman does because you're destroying a child. And you've got 15 different ways to prevent a pregnancy, yet you people complain and only want an abortion. So, Prop 1, no. It's a no-no. Don't. Everybody should just say no to that stupid thing. You're using every trick in the book to target the American citizens within the state of New York to deny them their rights. You're using background checks just to buy ammunition. It takes you 30 days to be able to go buy some 12 gauge rounds or slugs so you go deer hunting, bird shot, whatever. You have to go through a background check, not only through your so-called inspectors, but through the state police. So it's like a two-tiered check. And if you have a bad driving record, you hold that against a person for purchasing ammo to go hunting. So that right there is you're trying to violate our Second Amendment right. And you've tried all the other tricks in the book, going after gas stoves, lawnmowers, you name it. You're a radical psycho, and I wish to God you weren't the governor. But I'm only one vote, so that takes care of that. Now, this one goes out to the American people. We are currently in a crisis because if Kamala Harris does get elected to become the president of the United States, number one, all these so-called praises being heaped upon her by the different news agencies are all bogus. Think about this, people. When has she ever answered a question directly? I mean it, honestly. I've been middle class. Who gives a shit whether you're middle class or not? The majority of Americans were middle class at one time or another. So that's not something to be praised on. You've never given a direct answer to any question that has been put to you. And when you're pushed, you panic. You were a lousy attorney general in California. You were a lousy DA in San Francisco. You put people in prison, kept them there because it benefited you politically. No, you are a disaster. And if you become president, I fear for the safety of my fellow citizens. Because a psycho like you with the nuclear codes, nah. I fear for the children. I fear for the women. And it's just, you are not worthy of being the most powerful person on the planet. I'm sorry. You sat there and you knew Joe Biden was a psycho. He was gone. And you protected him along with the other Democrats because for you, it's all about power and control. I have yet to see any Democrat in any public office fulfill their oath that they take. Republican senators and congressmen, they try to take care of everybody within the state. I've seen this in many different places since I've been to all 50 states. Now, Democrat politicians, it appears, only take care of their fellow Democrats, and they look down upon the Republicans. I know for a fact that Chuck Schumer does that here in New York State. And I know for a fact that Governor Kathy Hochul does the same thing. They look down upon the Republicans that are within the state, and they kiss the butt of the Democrats that are sucking up to them. That's a fact. Now, people, I don't care if you're a Democrat, Independent, Republican, whatever. You actually have to look into the background of the people that are running for office. Now, we know what happened to us under the leadership of Donald Trump. There were no new wars. We were pulling out of Afghanistan. He wiped out ISIS. Financially, I think we were all better financially. Gas was cheaper. Products were cheaper. Interest rate on buying homes was less. Businesses were flourishing. I mean, there was one, I think it was Costco, gave everybody a bonus for the first time ever in the entire existence of the company because they were doing so well. So, you have proven track record under Donald Trump, and you have an unknown track record of Kamala Harris. When Biden first got into office, he publicly stated that Kamala Harris was in charge of the border. Kamala Harris and Alejandro Mayorkas opened that border up like a colander and just let everything pour into the United States. Now you have, over 300,000 missing children. You've got human sex slave, being sold. You've got drugs coming across. You've got terrorists that are, more terrorists have come across the border than at any time that I know of. And yet they said that the border was secure and they just want more money so they could process people quicker. Processing people quicker does not secure the border. Building a wall, making people come in the correct way, wait your turn, take a number, that's how you secure the country. But you didn't get that under Harris. Harris was suing the state of Texas for those barriers that they had in the river to prevent the people from crossing the river. She sued the state of Arizona for putting up cargo containers to complete a wall to prevent the illegals from coming into their state. So, if she's suing people that are trying to actually protect the country, what do you think she's going to do if she's in charge of the country? Think about that one. I don't know what you can do other than vote for President Trump. Because to be perfectly honest, if Kamala Harris gets into office, I hope it doesn't happen. I pray it doesn't happen. But I can actually see it happening. Civil war again. Two sides are going to go against each other. The corruption on the left and the people that want their freedoms back on the right. This is the most dangerous time in our history in this country right now. This coming Tuesday. And you have a choice. Protect this country and its integrity, or watch us burn. Because those are the only two choices we have right now. I don't trust Harris. I don't trust the Democrats. Their track record is one of corruption, lies, and deceits. They put their hand-picked judges into positions of power to ensure that they remain in power. I mean, just look at, Governor Whitner says that you cannot contest the election if you think it's corrupt. That is an answer to you all right then and there. I see out.